we're in, baby. Where are my chats? Okay, let's minimize that. Nope, can't minimize that one. Oh, come on. That one and that one. All right. Good evening. So, I don't know. So, actually, let's talk about the latest short that, surprisingly enough, not a lot of people, it didn't actually tick off. I thought it would have, but oh well. I'm going to give you a bit of a learning outcome right now. Also, Deadly, Zoomwalt, Spooky's here. The usual clan. Sure is Marianne. I'm just waiting for Blender to open. And then, yeah, let's kind of go through. Oh. Is my mic? Yeah, my mic's working. Oh, thank goodness. So, from the short, we were looking at decals. And so, at the present moment, these are some decals that I've slapped on. Vertex Birds here, welcome. This has opened up quite a bit for me. I finally worked out how to, even though I've got ambient occlusion on, so we can see that there's ambient occlusion on all these black metals and the orange metal. And so if we were to click and drag one in, asset browser, let's go into my decals. What's a good one? Let's do this one here. I think that's a nice one. Okay, now go away. Rotate ZZ, 90. And then if we were to do something like this. Oops. Rotate ZZ. Just line that up a smidgen. Scale that down a bit. So we can see when we've got ambient occlusion, we kind of have that yuckness behind it. Let me just trim this out a little bit, just so it's not overlapping with anything. Select that, invert, delete faces. This is our decal. Screencast. What we can do is we click on the object properties, there we go, come down to ray visibility, and we turn off shadow. And we've just put a decal on something with ambient occlusion. Mike, welcome. So, that is a game changer. Also, probably after the stream, I'm going to put this up on Patreon, so go check that out. Hi, Pinsons Live, welcome as well. But yes, tonight we're going to try and do as much as we can, something like this. Because going through the script, I need some sort of like fighter ship. And so coming across Mid-Journey, this is what I was able to generate. Really happy with the design. So let's kind of go through the full process of trying to make it. Will I? I don't know. Hi, Heater. But let's go as much as possible. So straight off the bat, let's go into blocking out all this stuff. Okay, so Alt R, V to rip, Control L, delete vertices. And we'll come over into the modifiers, add modifier, generate, mirror modifier. Maybe, yes. Because when I was doing, using Mid-Journey, I did say make me something inspired from Star Citizen. So I wouldn't be too surprised if that's what we've got at the moment. All right. Maybe I've done this wrong. Let's go delete vertices. And from here, this will probably come up. And then I think probably that's roughly the size. And we'll grab these and let's go G. Put an edge loop through there. Let's grab these vertices. GZ. And then this needs to be a bit of a curve. So if we do a bevel, it's way too much. So let's cut it back. Scale it on the Z. I think that's... Oh, I reckon we could probably even come a little bit further. Spicy. 9K, welcome. Did I start a Clint render? I did start one. This is kind of like a reason why I need to come back and make another ship, because I wasn't really happy with the ship that I have. For those of you who are interested, let me post the Clint render thing in here. Mark 3 Studios. Come into here. I posted it, and then it was appalling stats. I went, I'm just going to pull it from the channel. Mind you, I probably should pull all my videos from the channel at the moment. But if you want to go watch it, Claudio, welcome to the stream. Okay, so the other thing as well, with this one, we have this, but then we need to almost have kind of like taper that way. So if we were to maybe something like that, so that gives us this section. Let's go something like this, and then that will do nicely. Then from about here, I think we can pull it down. Scale Z0 to something like that. Maybe we split it. Okay, I'm just trying to build this up now, because we're not trying to build exactly what it is. That's not bad. I feel that somehow we have to extrude this to about here. Top Gun 2023. I have my first part fully staged out. Yeah, I was more testing, like, what does the weapons in the background look like? So that was kind of like the idea that I had there. But yeah, will it blend? No. That triangle does not work. We need to go... Actually, let's raise it to this vertex here. I think I'm putting a little bit too much effort into this already, when in retrospect, we are still in that blocking phase. Cool. I like that-ish, kinda. Anyway, we'll fix that up. And then from here, this will come into... I reckon we can maybe get away with a lot of this now. In terms of, we could put a space underneath. Let's go X, V, FF, GG. Does that work? That does not work. So let's go delete faces. UU, F, UU, F, and F. That does not work. Delete faces. So this is where we might just, for now, I might just leave it like that. Oh, actually, no. I know what we'll do. Give it some extra... Bring it in. You're not going to let me do that, are you? I hate you so much. Let's go something like that. Who knows what sushi mango is? American audience probably wouldn't know. Canadian, probably not. But definitely for those of you in Australia would probably have heard of them. But it's more just out of curiosity. Great show. Yeah, actually, this works really well. So let's keep that. I want to... Whoops. GX. Kind of want to follow that line now. Marco, this is the blocking phase. You shouldn't be doing this much. Yeah, I know. Shut up. You shut up. Oof, that looks good. No clue. It's a YouTube channel here in Australia that's all about like the Italians, the Greeks, the Croatians, the Serbs, that like Balkan area, and just making they're making parodies of their families, their parents and their mums and that kind of community. Hilarious. Anyway, went to watch their live show. Not too bad. It's interesting to watch them live because obviously they're a little bit more freer with their commentary. Because obviously there's certain things you can't post on YouTube. I think that's the best way to put it. Okay, so from here. GG, will it let me? Yes. C. GG, C. And that expands it out over like that. Awesome. Okay, cool. Next phase of the blocking. Let's go Shift D. E to extrude along the X-axis. Control LP, separate by selection. And we're just going to keep building this out. And then we'll go from there. That's the goal. Alright, so we've got something like this. Various plates. Let's go Shift D. Put an edge loop through there. That way we can delete this. Control LP, separate by selection. And then this was going to be those top wings. Alt R. Scale X -1, just so it flips around. Right. I do like that top bit. It's almost... Let's go something like this. G to the Y. And then maybe what we do is go E to extrude. And then we bring that in, and we'll bring that in slightly. I don't think it's really to scale at the moment. Mark, welcome. I know you've already been around. I got a new pair of gloves today, but they're both lefts, which on one hand is great, but on the other, it's just not right. Perfect. I have got my screen buttons on. I don't have my screen buttons on. I did record some for you, especially. Let's have a look. What do you call somebody with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. How does a scientist freshen their breath? With experiment mints? So bad. My friend made a bakery because he needed money, but it burnt down and now it's toast. Why didn't the sun go to university? Because it already has 1 million degrees and it would outshine all the other students. Terrible, I know. But we all secretly love it. All right, let's continue on. Let's go with this piece here. Control LP. What? P, separate by selection. And then we'll come back into here. What do we got? GG. C. E. I like that idea where it comes down under there. Let's go Control B. And then we can pull that in like so. GG. Pull that back. And then we can see that we've got this nice little cut here. Maybe that's where we rotate this around. Oof. This actually looks not bad. So something like that. We've got to fix this cut here. GG. Pull it there. GG. It's a little bit too vicious, I think. Unless we bring it all down a bit. In. Yeah, there we go. That'll cover that. G. Yeah, so Chris, if you just scroll up a little bit, I just put in a YouTube link. That's what I've created so far, but I don't like my ship that I have. So I need something to go into there. but I will use that into Mark is the like an angel polygons. Yes, I'll take that. I need a better ship. And when you watch it, you'll understand. I didn't think orthopedic shoes would help, but I stand corrected. Right, that's a good one. That's a good one. Must steal. Actually, I can mark. Ah, yes. I can add markers into my stream. All right. Ooh. Scale Z0. And then we'll rotate that together. And for now, I don't think. And then, actually, let's just throw on solidify modify. That'll just make our life a little bit easier. Shift N. There we go. And I'm just going to make it a bit thicker. What? Even thickness. What the hiccup-button's going on here? Shift N. Why is a solidify modifier being a jerk? Checking custom slits? No. Let's check face orientation. Merge by distance. There we go. And let's clear this off. Delete faces. Delete vertices. Then we'll come back into modifiers. Do that. Copy to selected. There we go. Now I'm just adding that in there just so I can... no, duplicate vertices. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, don't know how committed I am going to be to it, Chris. But I will give it a fair whack. Okay, let me just duplicate this so I can got references this way. The wings are way too big for my liking at the moment, so let's bring them in. Something like that. Something like this. Did it again. Bring that back. Doesn't seem sharp enough. Ah. Maybe just this. Let's go O for proportional editing. Just try that again. And we'll bring that in a bit. I don't know. We'll play with it. Come on, scale Z0. Whip that around like so. This here needs to be pulled out. That piece there. Interesting. So, looking at this image, I hate you. We've got a whole bunch of crud under here, and it looks like this part here is the wing. So this is body and engine. Right. So that means that we're looking at something like Shift N. But we can obviously bring this up. Having a stroke. Right, okay. All right. Oops. And then this will give us maybe here-ish. Right-click set origin to geometry, and then make sure the mirror modifier is on the main body, because then we can do something along these lines. Bring this up. Just trying to get a nice shape happening. Okay, because we're still in the blocking phase. You don't launch Blender with Stream, do you? I noticed yesterday that Blender time in stream is... What? Oh, no. No, I don't launch it in Steam, no. Jeez, I wouldn't want to know what my time is. No, I'm always just got the local one installed. Okay. Like that, like that, like that. And then this is where we go Shift D, E to extrude. Not feeling it. P separate by selection. I don't even know if we need this wing out here. I kind of like just this piece, and that's where it ends. And then maybe what we can do is throw some stabilizers in here. Is an idea. And then the idea as well is if I go world origin, it'll come into like a cube. That will tab, scale. And what I'm thinking is that we have something like this as the engine, Control B, GY. Maybe a bit bigger, because we can. We'll throw a mirror modifier on that. So, still blocking, still thinking, still exploring. Now it kind of looks a little bit Concordy. I have 6K on Steam. Yeah, I don't know. Beerbo, welcome to the stream. CC Plus, welcome to the stream as well. Okay, so that looks nice. That looks nice. We can probably split this piece off here, but overall, I like the shape, which is most important. Yes, give me a like, have a chat. Let me know what you're working on out of curiosity. Okay, I like that. Actually, yeah, I'm always intrigued on what other people are working on. I have popped in a few times into the Blender Discord as well. Well, the community one. That's been interesting. There's been a few interesting characters in there. Actually, I jumped into the Clint's community challenge one night, and someone's like, "Whoa, Markham 3D's in here," and some other guy goes, "What? He sucks. He never finishes a project." And I'm like, "Ugh, dang it." Can't get mad at that one. We know what I'm working on. I know that landing pad is looking delish. I hope you slap some decals on that puppy. I am liking this. What we might do is I reckon I'm going to Shift D on these. P separate by selection. I want that one. I want that one. Let's go into generate solidify modifier. Offset is 0. Can I go, whoop. Stop being stupid. Alt S. Darn it. What if I grab these front sections, GY, and we pull it out like so, and then these back pieces as well, GY, and then that kind of gives us this little indent. I think that is looking good. And then this allows me to do some work in there, which is good. You got a new subscriber? Sweet. Sick. I already have put decals on it. Was that the grunge decals? That was kind of, yeah, from memory now. There was a kind of like a grungy bit where they land. Where are all the nuts? No, Marco, you're a respectful streamer. Don't do that. I think I'm respectful. I don't know. Gosh. The nuts are coming. All right. Beautiful. Nice. Cool. I like that how we're breaking up the shape there. This bit up here is a little bit weird, but that's okay. Oh, the stripes, of course. You have to go recheck all that out again. Yeah, Spooky's stuff. Make sure. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Go check out Spooky's channel and check out the. I don't know if you've posted it on there yet, but the Sci-Fi helmet videos have been pretty good. I don't know if you've put your landing pad up there yet. More nuts. Oh, I like the shape. I think that's great. I like this piece here. I'm going to make this here be our glass. Oh, you're a little bit claustrophobic in there. Maybe then. GG. Maybe we do this. GG. How much visibility do you have there, buddy? You got plenty. Awesome. So this becomes all glass for now. P separate by selection. We have that. That means now I can throw in the solidify modifier onto this one. And we'll make it 0, just so it pops out a little bit. I'm going to turn on cavities for now. Cavity, just so we can see that. Shade smooth, U2, shade smooth. Maybe what we need to do is add in some extra geometry in here. Ah, darn it. Yo, 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 yo. Control B. That's nice. Have you done any big ships? Yeah, we did a semi-medium freighter last one, and then we've done bigger ones that we did earlier. So yes. What? Never finished project. It's not. No, some people do. Yeah, well. Is it okay for the future? I am not one to answer that. I think it's more going to be. I don't think AI generation's there yet, but it is getting better. I am waiting for one of the AI tools to be released, and then that'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. But anyway, go nuts, learn it. I think it's important. It's a great skill to have. Ugh. Oh. I like that shape. I almost feel that like this face here, GY, O, needs to be almost like pulled out a little bit. And then this here can come in. Why is there a sharp line there now? Merge by distance. There we go. Because now it's not like a flat bit through there. However, this is a little bit flat. Let's do Control J to join back that up. Merge by distance. Control B to do a bevel. This bit here looks a little bit wonky through here. So I'm just using proportional editing to try and get that a little bit nicer. Yeah, I think that's better. I like this line here. I was hoping to chop out that kind of like whole cockpit area. What's the difference between an outlaw and an in-law? Outlaws wanted. It will all fall apart. Now, detail and good YouTube videos would be great to show how to make a clean rechopo from this AI mesh. Oh, jeez. Because I have been playing around with it. I haven't got the latest, models. I think I've got the, however you say it, 0.2. So if I go File, Import, Gleb, SSD, AI models, Comfy UI Portal, Comfy UI. Just not models. Exports. Models? Hang on. Export somewhere. Users? Nope. Output. 3D. Let's go to the last one that I did, which I can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, this thing. It's still, yeah, a little bit, how's your father? It's a bit off. And we've got that. So, I'm finding that models that are kind of like futuristic models, it is struggling like anything. However, if we go into, I don't know what was the last one. Maybe this one here. Let's try this one. No? Okay, let's not. File, import. That one. What do we say? $30. Import. So, I mean, like, that's not too bad. But obviously from afar, there are better ones. File, import. I know I'm getting sidetracked. We'll come back in a sec. I don't know where it is. So, like, jeans. Like, these seem quite nice. Like, to me, that is something that you could get away with. Probably on a bit of a low poly character, but coming into edit mode, whoa. So, a little bit of cleaning up to do, but ultimately, you get not too bad results. So, yeah. Anyway, I think we're still a little bit far off from it. Okay, back to this. We need to break up this shape. Let's just hide the solidify modify when we're in edit mode. So this here needs to be broken up. And I think what we could do there is maybe just do a simple, we duplicate something like this, Shift D, oops, O, GZ. Let's go P, separate by selection. And then from here, I'm going to grab these pieces. Let's go X. And then we could do something maybe like that. Let's go right click, mark sharp. And then we can go E to extrude along the Y-axis. Let's kind of come into here, do a bit of a cutout. GG. There we go. And then pull this out, GY. GG. That looks like rubbish. Ah, those are nice pantas. Pants. Pants. Hope Clay's no Macca's tonight. So if you want to have a look at the another channel who I collaborate with quite heavily, go check out Gaming in the Can. That CAD there is posting. Funny enough, one of our players got a 720-hour ban playing Rocket League. Yep, so that was interesting. Okay. So I don't like this bit up here. So this is something I'm going to have to come back to. The idea of this as well is it's just the cockpit. There's no walking through the back. This is literally just a fighter ship, Sci-Fi fighter. That's nothing but engines and probably rail cannons and such. And the rail cannons will open up through here. So if I were to, I'm going to get I to do an inset and E to extrude, scale Y0. You won't learn things, especially to play Rocket League. Like I said something. Well, yeah, we don't know what he said to get a 720-hour ban, which, it's a month. Just in case anyone's counting. Let's go Control B. Auto smooth, nice. And then in here, this is where we can go ahead and put in some of the guns. If I open up, do I have Markham 3D Cannon? So this model we can download off Patreon already. Material is there, and we're using DreamUV for all the materials. So I want to steal some of this. For now, I'm going to go delete. Makula. Delete. I hate you. That's right. I remember this now. Let's go this way. Period key. Move that down. Oh, you're rather large. That's why. Okay. And then we can scale that down a little bit. G to the Z. Put it into a better position. Nice. Oh, these are all way off. Ugh. Okay, G. Missing one. G. G. The underpiece. Perfect. So let's go Control C. Mirror modifiers are all going to be stuffed. That's fine. I'm just going to pull this one over. Control V. Oh, sure. That'll work. And then this will give us kind of like, these cannons. Technically, there should be more at the front. But obviously, if I put them here, then when it's shooting and doing some maneuvering, it's just going to shoot itself. Oh, actually. Yeah, that's shooting itself. So maybe we go back to plan A. GY. And we put that into place. And then obviously we can put in modifier and all the way on the other side. Oh. How does a man in the moon get his haircut? He clips it. Can't remember the other ones on that one. That's what she said. The guy who invented Knock Knock Jokes should be given a Nobel Peace Prize. Love it. You're pulling out the classics. My favourite joke of all time is what's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Okay, I'm happy with this. Modifier. Where's mirror modifier? Oh, that's not a mirror modifier. I applied all this. Right. So, if that's the case, I'm going to grab all this. Control L. GK or GX. Nice and close to each other, maybe a little bit too close. There we go. Tab GX. Just there we go. Nice. Is it sticking out too far? That's so bad it's funny. Is it sticking out too far? I don't know. This is bugging me, this top bit. What if we went something like this, and then we went GG. Let's go Control B for now, and I'm going to go delete faces. And then we've got that split in there. Let's put an edge loop through here. I don't want to be putting splits in just yet. It would be cool if soccer was like wrestling. Like when you join another team, they don't announce it professionally, just randomly score an own goal during the match, rip off your old shirt and show a new one. Do my guns look big in this? Okay. Maybe what we can do here, maybe this. Maybe we do I to do an inset. We select this here, Control Shift B. And then we delete this here. That'll give us that. I don't like it. What if I push that bit in and then this bit comes down? That then separates that top section, yeah? Still a little bit too flat for my liking. Maybe what we can do then is, I'm just trying to work this out. Let's go GG. Hate you. Control B to do a bevel. Delete faces. Control L, GZ, GX. And then that kind of breaks that shape up. GG. And then up top here, we can kind of like add in another piece that bridges everything together. I think we're okay with something like that. All right, that looks better. Cool, cool, cool. I'm liking that shape there. I like this bit in here. This bit in here is where, yeah, we can probably go ahead and shove a whole bunch of greebles in. So something maybe like coming over into the asset browser. Let's go to Mark on 3D. Let's go into our Kitbashing. Let's expand on that. Complex greebles. And we shove this thing in here. Something like that. GY, GX. Nice. I think that's great. And then we could probably put some sort of, maybe like a simple greeble to hide in there. What if we did this one? Actually, you know what? Maybe it's just that back plate in there just needs to be hidden a little bit. So if we go with something like that, scale that down, that gives us that. Control S to save. I'm going to change this to, let's see if DreamUV works on this piece. I think it might be a bit too complicated. For some reason the computer's struggling. Dream. I don't have a plate for that. DreamUV. Yeah, I gotta have a look which one's which. Not that one. Delete. This one? Nope, not that one. Where are my dream textures? Oh my goodness. Do I have a junk folder? Nope. So let me just quickly open up the medium freighter one. Don't save, please. Hi, my home and chat. Where's the sub D modder? No, none of that stuff. Let's do an Alt H. Alt H. Nope, it's in my junk folder, which is hidden. Bring all that back. Control C. That's the mesh I need. Don't save. Control V. Excellent. You become that object, and we go dream. Let's just go orange for now. So whenever we run a hotspot, darn it. Okay. So something. Oh, someone just joined. Didn't have audio turned up. Who just joined? Goddess Gaming. Welcome to the stream. All right, wet. So with DreamUV, if it can't UV unwrap properly, it's just going to have a heart attack and just give up. So let's see if we can work out where it was. If I go hotspot, it'll normally sometimes highlight where the problem was. Right there, okay. So let's go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this, and this. Control E, mark seam. And then we're going to do it on the top as well. There, 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 and there. Control E, mark seam. Let's try again. Hotspot. I hate you. Control Z. Through there. Through here. Here. Oh, yeah. Invert selection, hide. And that way you can actually see what we're doing. Through there. You, and you. Control E, mark seam. What's the chance you're going to be a problem? Whoops. You. I know there's a bit of rubbish going on at the moment, but it kind of needs to be done. Skis. Sure. Let's go there, 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 and there. Control E, mark seam. And we'll try again. Hotspot. 3D blend mix, welcome. Getting a blackbird shape, yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking. Okay, let's try this one now. Oh my goodness. Control L, invert, hide. Oh, come on. Wow, this is going to be annoying. You know what? I'm not going to UV unwrap this for now. Future Marco problem. Let's go back into Alt H and close that off. Close that off. If we did a DreamUV on this one, hotspot, 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 perfect. And then can I do a hotspot on this one as well? Yes. You. and just kind of like having a look at what the texturing looks like. Ugh, why are we in Eevee? Get out. Brother, ugh, what's that? 128. And we will change this to sky. Change it film to 0.1. Because obviously the sun strength is stupid high. Sun strength is super weak. There we go. Give the sun a bit of a rotation. Give it a bit of an elevation. So to me, I think overall that's looking not too bad. Got news Friday that the radiation seems to have worked. PSA dropped. Awesome. Good. Can you model Star Trek Enterprise spaceship? There's plenty if you need to download them. There's an old website. Yeah, anyway, sorry, back. Terry, amazing. Good job. Oh, sweet. There's a site called Blend Swap. That's where people used to upload blend files for free back in the day. Still some relevant. Materials might be a little bit butchered, but other than that, they're okay. And I know there's plenty of stuff up there. Chris Kuhn, who's one of my favorite artists. Hopefully one day I get to meet him. I'm pretty sure he's uploaded them. Oh, even if you jump on Chris Kuhn's Facebook group. Chris Kuhn? He's got Star Trek stuff up there as well. Clay model texture. Funny enough, this is the actual texture that I use. But actually, I do like this. I think this looks great. And the character fits in there quite nicely. A little bit snug. You know what? I almost feel that this should almost be twice the size. This bit here is way too small, isn't it? What thing's that? Oh. Just want to grab everything. There's some pieces at the back. This needs to come down lower. It just doesn't have enough vision. Can I do that? So if I were to grab like all these, maybe we can then delete edge loops. And then we grab, actually put an edge loop through. Oh, get stuffed. Merge by distance. What? What? Whoop whoop. By distance. Merge by distance. I'm just going to increase that merge rate. 8 vertices. Sure, mate. Whatevs. Then that way, when we come in and we select all these, because this is what I need to pull down. GZ. Let's go ahead and clear these out now. Delete edge loops. Control B. Delete edge loops. Sorry, trying to just clear this up. Delete edge loops. Control B. C to limit the bevel. Delete this edge loop. Just going to eyeball this. Much better. So he's got more visibility now. Sorry, just trying to clean up the topology now. It's a bit in here. That's not bad. Delete edge loops. Control B. Delete edge loops. Are we okay with that? You've really have improved. Thanks, Con. Big difficult in and out of the cockpit. Yeah. Now he's got more visibility. Up here is a little bit wonky. Maybe if we move this here, pull that up. Awesome. Great. All right. I think we fixed it. Send update render to Discord. Ooh. Hello. I didn't even have Discord open. Let's have a look and see. Where are you, NoCal? Did you put it in the Oh, hello. Oh, that's getting good. I like that idea. That's great. Oh man, I hope there's going to be an explosion or smoke in there for that one. So don't forget you can use Embergen. I know you're still working on it, but that's coming along nice. Nice. Mark, as it's set in the future, he could just teleport in and out of the fighter. Yes, good idea. Chef. Okay, come on, Marco. Focus. Get back on this. I like this. I know this line here was accidental, but I'll buy that for $1. All right. This heat is like a furnace. That's great. That's great. That's great. I reckon what we need in here, I'm just going to go Shift D, Y. Let's go something like this. Scale Z 0, scale Z 0. Control LP, separate by selection. And then what I'm going to do is grab that, E to extrude. Grab this one here, GX. Control L, Shift N. But I want that there, right click, mark sharp. And then that kind of now gives us a little bit of, kind of like a little bit of leeway into it. Oh yeah, just that little bit. Quantum teleportation where original is destroyed and the copy is preserved. It's when Harry got in his ship in the final series of Resident Alien. What? Yeah, isn't there some Alien series coming to somewhere? I saw a trailer for something. Okay, so I like this. Okay, what can we do here? What can we do with this piece? Let me go. When we're in edit mode, we don't see the edit. And we'll make the thickness 0. Oh, I actually really like this line here. Let's go GZ. I'm going to bring that up. And That gives us that line. That gives us that. In here, this piece in here, Control L, delete vertices. Oops, delete. What we're going to do there is I'm just going to slap in another, just a Kitbashing set, just kind of like move this all along. Actually, what are our stats here? I haven't even looked at it. 23 likes. Ugh. If we can get up to 50, we'll give away some of the Kitbashing sets. So start liking. Okay, so we are going into complex. They're buildings. We don't need buildings. I want a big get stuff piece in there. That one. I want that one. Shift N. Can I hotspot it? I don't think I can. No, didn't think so. So what I'm going to do now is with this piece, let's go rotate Y. Scale Y -1. Control A, apply the scale. Shift N. That is going to sit in here. So when we slide that in, scale Z -1. I got K-pop Demon Hunters in my head. I haven't even watched it. My daughter put it on in the car. Don't ask me what song it is because I don't know. I'm terrible with music. Any music knowledge I'm bad at. Okay, so if we do that, then we go generate mirror modifier and we put it on the body piece. There we go. That gives us that. We don't really see it, so maybe go scale Z -1. GZ. And then can we rotate this to be something like that? Oh, just solo. Right, now we need a piece in that center area. I'm half thinking we grab. What does this one look like? So obviously we've already got that one in the middle there, which is okay. Alt R. So if we were to, I mean, yeah, we could even do that. Let's go N. Come up to the top. Item 0. Can we expand? GY. And then we have that in there hiding. Oh, yes, please. I like that. I saw an AI poster for Aliens where the cat had the baby alien in its mouth, pops out of Ian Hurt. Or for some reason I was Ian Hubert. Cat jumps on it and kills at the end. I got my Earth and world mixed up. What? Oh, right. Okay. I will sit down and I will watch K-pop purely because Spooky keeps talking about it. Doesn't keep talking about it. That's a bit of extreme. He doesn't shut up about it. I'm joking. No, I'm not. He's giving me us. Anyway, joke's gone. I like all the hard angles. I think that's pulling it well. This piece in here I wouldn't mind chopping down. So for instance, something like K, what I was thinking is something like here. V. Why would you cut up there? Merge by distance. U, V. No. Control B. delete faces. Oh, baby, that was good. Let's now go. Look, it's been a long weekend. Not a holiday long weekend, just anyway. However, you can't see, so actually we need to go further down, don't we? That seems a little bit too far. Does that mean that I can now go OGY? Do we prefer it long or short? I watched it 30 times. Oh my goodness. 8 full times watching reactions. Yeah, I remember you telling me that one. I know you're a spaceship guy. Do you ever consider to do Cyclone, Star Citizen? Cyclone? Which one's a cyclone? Hang on. I don't know what ship that is. Ah, car. Look, I've tried making cars. I suck at cars. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have... Is my thing still up? Yep. Have we gone up in subscribers? Allez! We went up 2. It's annoying that doesn't update automatically, but oh well. That one. Yeah, now. The curves on that thing render useless my modeling skills. Oh. I probably could try. Oh, jeez. I don't know if that... Trying to work out what to do here. Sphere? Ugh. Sharp? What if we did... I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle because he can't see squat. And the awesome person that I am, I didn't pick up on it. Actually, you know what? That's not too bad. Undo. Just want to clear this up. Please, I can go back further enough. Oh, so close. Not you. Let's deselect all that. GG. Merge by distance. GG. Not you. GG. There we go. Merge by distance. Okay, so the ship. Yeah, I agree with that. But you know what? I'm actually really liking this small, compact ship. Looks like a bottlenose dolphin. I've noticed that the reference ship is a lot bigger, but I'm liking the shape here. Okay, maybe that's... And now what we can do is, if I were to get a line... Speaking of lines, one Christmas, I got my my eldest an iPad, and if you ever seen how an iPad is wrapped, on the box is kind of the side profile is the side of the iPad, Why am I making this? This is for a web series and Clint's challenge. On the box of the iPad is the side view of the iPad, and it's super thin. And when my son unwrapped it, he unwrapped the first bit, and he looked at it and he's like, wow, you got me a line. He didn't look at the rest. I know, terrible story, but one that I find funny. So, actually, I think I recorded that somewhere. All right. So, if you didn't notice, I'm actually using another line here, another plane, just to try and straighten everything out. And then we can kind of come in and clean this up. Perfect. So now this is pretty much a straight line, which is awesome. That'll give us a bit of curve there. That's great. This area here, probably move down a bit. And then you can move up. There we go. Merge by distance. Delete. I do like that. I can now delete these edges, delete edge loops. I still wish you would animate that video. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Between me. Still showed me between your kid and the stick. I really should. Keep forgetting about that video. Web series, Ravina. Okay, that is a bit frustrating that line ends there. I'll think about that. So now the big thing is getting this shape looking well. Let's go shift and then we'll go rotate. Oh my goodness, rotate. Y 90. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can semi-line this up now. Scale by. How's that looking? Pretty much maybe, oh, that shape there. Awesome. Let's do that. Oops, 1. GZ. And now we can follow that shape. So hopefully, now the curve will look a little bit better. Let's just kind of cut in a smidgen now. Scale Z0. Oops, scale Z0. Scale Z0. That's looking pretty good. Now, can we duplicate this line? We sure can. Just to give that some extra details. Okay, we're getting there. We're cooking with gas. I feel that this line here, GG, scale Z0, probably come down a little bit. I like this. Do you have any modeling courses in regards how to learn surface modeling? Just most of my videos are all about modeling. I don't know. I did create a 5-part series around how to make these cannons. I don't have this file here. And we go from start to finish. I try and be as basic as possible around how I modeled this. And this is free. So, and if we go into rendered mode, there's no sunlight. Sky. So kind of go through start from finish, set up all the materials, even though I use Dream. I've never seen a course from him. Yeah, I don't have any paid courses. I lie. I do have paid courses, but they're 7 years old and people are still buying on Udemy. Don't know why. But if there's something you want me to go through, let me know. Anyway. So I like all this. I like all this. This is great. That cockpit is looking really, really good. Typing is awkward when you have a pug in your arms. Let's bring that down. Beautiful. And we'll bring that one up a smidge. Nice. Okay, so now this whole area. This here is our cockpit glass. If I just throw in a bevel modifier on that one, generate bevel. U2, generate bevel. Brother, what's that? Maybe if we bring it up. Nope, let's not do that. Let's go solidify modifier and we'll make this one a little bit thicker, which is okay. Perfect. And then this piece here is our kind of like our glass piece. Control S to save. I will Shift D duplicate that one, move to our junk folder. And then with our junk folder, don't want to render, don't want to see it, don't want to know about it. Now, we can work on what this would look like in terms of glass. We could go I to do an inset. I to do another inset. Is that directly in his eye view line? Yes, it is. So that'd be frustrating. So we'll do it back here. I. And then we'll do here as well. And then we'll clear these ones out. We're getting there. Delete faces. With that, we can now select these. Actually, it would be easier just to do this. You, and you. P separate by selection. This glass here, we get rid of the bevel. The glass. Do I have the glass selected? I do have the glass selected. So we get rid of the solidify modifier. Get rid of the bevel. And now we've got that. Awesome. Awesome. I like that. Typing is on pug in your arms. She is 5 and called Coco. Hello, Coco. The pug, even though the pug doesn't fully understand. Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe you've never tried to give it blender. See how pug of Coco. That's great. I approve that statement. Let's go new material. This is going to be matte glass. Control S to save. Let's just jump over into shading. We delete the principal speed ESF. We add in our glass shader. We add in our transparent. We add in our mix shader. It's actually pretty funny. Into there, into there, into there. go into materials. Okay, and then this goes up into like 0.95. And then I think what would look good is if we could draw almost like patterns, or even this bit here. Now we can thicken that up. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Are you using Substance Painter also? Not really. I'm probably just going to use my DreamUV textures. Yeah, I probably won't bake everything out. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Because you have to remember, like, why am I making this? How much detail does it need to be? I don't think it needs to be that much detail. Still needs to look nice, but it's not going to be on screen for too long. Marco would be just my like. She was my luck. She was better at Blender than me. Oh, most of you are better than Blender at me. This works well. Now, I'm not going to be worrying. I'm not going to be wasting time around, oh, how's the canopy open, blah, 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 because we're not going to see that. So I don't care. But that looks schmick. I'm pretty chuffed about that. Then from here, let's go ahead and do some quick... let's go ahead and do some quick greebly pieces. So I've got an engine that we can throw on there, I'm pretty sure. This one? No, not that one. This one? No, not that one. I mean, this is the one I always use, one of my favorites. You know what, for time's sake, yes, let's. Alt R. Ooh. And then that piece there hides in well. I'm just trying to work out, is that the right way? That is the right way. So let's go ahead, throw a mirror modifier on that puppy. Onto Nya, guns, Control J. Let's go into generate mirror modifier, and we'll throw the mirror modifier on that. Pew pew. U. Add modifier, generate mirror modifier on the body. Excellent. And U as well in there. Generate mirror modifier. Nice. In here, let's kind of slap something on there. Complex. Complex goes there. Make sure that is 0. Rotate Z. Whoops. Z90. Scale that in like that. Not worrying about landing gears because we're not seeing this. Vintage, welcome to the stream. We're not seeing this ship land. So I don't care about that. But I do think what we could maybe do, potentially, I think this piece, oops. I think this piece here can come into here. Rotate Z 90, rotate Y 90. Let's go, make sure that's in the middle. Le chingua. Need to put in like a glow in there. So I'm going to shift D that one. And then add modifier, generate. Nope. New material. New. Let's go engine glow. That goes into emission. Oops. Assign. This one's a lovely bright blue. 10. And we'll make sure we put the settings to pass index of 1, because then we can put in the glow a little bit later. And then we'll make that a blue color. So when we go into rendered view, we have that. So I said to the gym instructor, can you teach me to do the splits? He said, how flexible are you? I said, I can't make Tuesdays. It's good. I like that one. I'm going to steal that. Can I copy? There we go. Notepad. All my wonderful notes. What else we got? Okay, I like that. I like that. We've got all that there hidden away. So let's go ahead and with this piece, rotate Y, X 90. Let's go ahead and with you, Control L, delete vertices. That'll give us that. Excellent. That goes there into the modifiers. Copy to selected. Maybe what we might do is pull this forward a little bit and then go GG. I think we need something sitting on top there to kind of break the monotony on top. So let's go into pipes. I mean, we could. I don't think that'll work though. Rotate XX, YY, ZZ, GYY, XX. What the? Why are you being a jerkosaurus? GZZ. Something like that. It's not too bad. Copy to selected. Oof. It's looking tough. I like this. One off your guns. What? Try again. It's the best way to snap things together for a real scene. Really only by setting the original and snapping the cursor at another. I think I know what you're saying. I don't know. Hang on. I'm not even snapping to face. Ugh. No wonder it wasn't working. Face, center, no, medium, center, medium point, face project, align, rotate, G, hold catarrhal. There we go. I'm an idiot. One of your guns on the back of the ship, you reckon? On the back of the ship? I don't know. Yeah, we could try. Do I have any guns in here? Ooh, actually, antennas. Let's grab... No, antenna. Do we want it? Yeah, we're going to dump in one of these little antennas. Let's go body, cockpit. I don't have any guns in here. I thought I had guns. Maybe I'm losing the turrets. Oh yeah, maybe. Whoops. 180. Maybe? Yeah, I think you need to add more stuffs on the back to make it look cool. Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking needs to be done. Maybe some sort of like support brace. Like I know this piece here should be okay. Something like that. I think we need like a plate under there. Greeble plates. Got solid mode. I will be using decals on here as well. So that's something I need to go ahead and create. I got to remember how to use Decal Machine because it's been a hot minute since I've tried to create my own decals and such. So oh, I did mention it on Discord the other day, but I was asking ChatGPT how to do something. Told me to go watch one of my own videos. I'm like, far out. I'm like, I know that video doesn't have the answer because I made it. But achievement unlocked for the fact that ChatGPT went, hey, this guy knows his stuff. So I was pretty chuffed with that. G. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Rude. Learn from yourself. Yeah, it's been a few times. I'm like, oh yeah, I made a tutorial on that. Alright, that's... I'm actually really liking how this is turning out. I think in here is where we're going to have to start putting in some greebles and such. Just like really small ones. Because I think that's what's going to make this section pop. We've got nice big flat surface. And I'm just going to duplicate this material, orange, and we'll go grey. Let's change that. So we'll come down here. You can be kind of like a grey colour. Go over into shading, into here, into here. Yeah. This part here, Control L. Let's go new material, and this can be grey, assign, and then that's going to make all those different little colours. Yeah, awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. I heard you twerk for your viewers. I came for the show. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know who you've been hanging out with. All right, there'll be no twerking here. Greebles, no, simple greebles. And then we will go ahead and now add in a bunch of these little tiny pieces. Ooh, actually fits really nice in there. Nice. Look, you gave me a good chuckle. Oh, Mr. Emergent, welcome, buddy. I hope you're kicking goals. Oh, yes. That is scrumptiddlyumptious. That's... oh. Mm. Okay, let's keep going with all this. Rotate ZZ, 90. I like it. I like this a lot. Yes, I know I'm using my Kitbashing set. I know. But at the end of the day, I kind of want this done. as quickly as possible. All right, let's keep that there. You think need to slide in a smidgen. Then that way this here can slide in like so. And probably another 2 or 3 pieces. Hey, that's in there. That shouldn't be there. You're an antenna. Oops. What the? Rotate. YY. Rotate. ZZ. There we go. To me, that's not too bad. I like that. I was using the same Kitbashing the other day. Soon, ChatGPT, it looks like it will say, what? Soon, ChatGPT, it will say, look at this, but Mark on 3D does not finish his projects. So like I was telling the people on the stream the other day, earlier, I was in Clint's Discord, working on my challenge. And yeah, some guy comes in telling me how much I suck because I don't complete projects. I'm like, yeah, okay, fair enough. What's time? Oh, it's only 11:30. The night is young. No, it's not. It's actually getting pretty late. I'm pretty sure I'm okay with this. I think this... How are we feeling about this? Because I'm okay with this. Covers. No. I'm looking for something like a cylinder. Yeah, greeble. Nah, not that one. Not too thick. It's actually not bad. Markham, the nose is too long. It was a lot longer, I can tell you that much. I'm okay with the size of the nose right now. I thought you were talking about my nose for a sec. So other than just going off, yeah. I think it is a little bit too long, but we're okay with it because 2 things. Primarily, we're going to be looking at the ship, flying maybe like this. So I'm semi-okay with that. We might do, a shot of that. Yeah, I think it's fine. No. It's great. Fine if it makes it shorter. Yeah, I agree. I've already shortened it once. If we were to go, if I were to go like scale Y. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're at a good point now. I mean, technically, we could even come into here, right click, select hierarchy, Shift D, snap another dude in here for future iterations, I guess. Future market problem. Markham, get the guy to slide forward. And you oh, yeah, but look at that, Mark. Well done. See? Great minds think alike. Okay. Shift N. So, this needs something a little bit more extra. Not like the chewing gum. What the heck is that? Oh, that's these pieces. Gosh, these are old. You go away. Oops. Okay. Do need to update the textures for this thing. I think we've gone too far with that. This, I almost feel that we could, let's go into apply that solidify modifier, and then we can start looking at going maybe Control B, Control numpad minus, Alt S, V to rip. Something like that. Control numpad minus, Alt S, V to rip. Control B. Control numpad minus, Alt S, V to rip. How do we feel about that? Don't like that in the slightest. Undo, undo, undo. Please let me go all the way back. Perfect. 0.002. Nice and thin. Too thin. 0.02. 0.02. 0.01. GZZ. Bring it down. You need to scale down and bring you down. I think that this needs to come back. GG. GG. Control B. Control B. Okay, I need to go do some shopping. See you if back in time. What's time? Oh, 11:30. All right. We'll see. What if I did both of these? I don't know what to do with this piece. Not believing in it. Maybe. What if we duplicate these? P separate by selection. I'm going to select this one. 0.02. This bit is thicker. H. Something along those lines. GY. Scale XX. Let's go Alt H. That'll give us that. Then we can select these pieces. Control B to do a bevel. Then we can do the same here. Control B. Don't know. Ah, you jerk. Delete. Just doesn't seem like there's anything here. I'm from the future and Blender is about to crash in 3 minutes. Control S save. Thank you, future Mark. Oh, future. He's sorry. I'm tired. So, where's my guy gone? I hit him. It's fine. So, we're here. And so now, I think we're at a good spot because the plan from here would be you. Copy to selected. Hate you. You. Copy to selected. The plan from here would be is kind of come into here, and then I want to make some of these kinds of decals. Whoops, let's go delete. Select the wing, D, and do this one. Oops. Something like this. Is that even? It's not even straight. GZ. Let's go D, project. Right click subdivide. What? D. Get back up. D. Let's try that again. D. Maybe kind of like this, that 27. I wouldn't mind, these kinds of decals starting to come in. And then we can even start looking at, if we come over into my decals, just even pieces like this. Oops, Shift D, hold Control. That's cool. Let's go Shift D, G, Y. And now we can start. Remember how we were talking about all the Star Citizen stuff now? Because obviously now I know I can use stinking decals. And then we can go ahead and start adding in all these kinds of like little tidbits and such. Oh, perfect. Select the wing, Shift D. Actually, we can even come here. Let's go D. That one. Something like that. D. And I'm just using my ones for now. Nah, I don't like that one. Let's go D. What else do we have in my thing? Rotate ZZ. Is that right? That's fine. Nice. Yeah. I think this was going to be a game changer for me now. Now that I've overcome that stinking problem. What else we got? We got these little vent pieces. This material hasn't been set up properly. That's fine. I'll delete you. I don't like that piece. GZ. Perfect. I never used to use decals as a sentence point. Now when I try them, my opinion change. Yeah. It's more now. I just got to go ahead and create kind of like my own branding. I found the font that I'm after. So there's two fonts. Word. One is no, don't. Yeah, anyway. I don't want to save. Sure. Hello there. Save. So one font, which is this one here, is called Nemesis. I don't know where I got that one from, but this one here is called Audio Wide. Now, for those of you who don't know, if I go to google.com/fonts, Let's go to fonts.google.com. Here you can download like a stupid amount of fonts. Now, this is one of the tricks. Thank you, Vintage. This is one of the tricks with Blender that, let's say we want this one. No Sans Korean. If I click on it, get font. There's audio wide. Are you downloading? Just download this one. What else? Let's download this one. So, Moochie Pop P1. So we have now go into downloads. We can see that we've got Moochie Pop 1. If I double click on that one, it's not the one I wanted. Oh, I hate you so much. That's a bad example. Let's try this one. Download. Get stuff. I've downloaded this one already. You're killing me, Mickey. Can I download you? And will you be in that format? Bet you won't. Moochie Pop. Okay. Perfect. This one. Double click. Okay, fine. Fine. Languages. English. E, E, N, G. E, N, English. Okay? English. Filters. Let's see if we can find a font that we like. This one here. Get font. Actually, that's not bad. No, I want this font. Why are you busting my chops? Get font. There's audio wide. Ah, here it is. Okay. That one. I don't want that. I don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Okay. We're getting there. So if I open up Beavis, beautiful, install. We've installed it. Let's go into Blender 4.5. Like I'm watching me be. These aren't the fonts you're looking for. If I now go into text, I bet you I'll find it now. Font, open, Beavis. So we don't see that font here, which is okay. This is really stupid. I don't understand why. But if I go copy, I'm going to save it to my desktop, fonts, paste. If I now go into my desktop fonts, it's there. So if you ever download a font that's not working in Blender, save it somewhere else, open it, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now you can do all your jazz. Okay, so that's just a little fun tutorial for you guys on that one. Back to the show. I don't know why I was showing you this. I can't remember. Oh yeah, anyway, that was the kind of font. So this is where now, probably over the week, I'm going to try and make a bit of a decal pack for myself, create some branding. I love this one. I think this is delish. And then, well, geez, that was a nasty cough. And so, yeah. So if we would kind of come into here as well, deselect that one. Oh no, actually, I got that piece. And then we did this. Rotate ZZ, 90 to the minus. Bring that down, scale, G, XX, Shift D, Y, Shift D, Y. What? No way. There. And there. Yeah. Just adding all these little things. So nice. Makes me happy. Just want to get rid of that. Face orientation. Control S to save. For now, what I might do is this glass material. Let's maybe go into shading. Maybe make it a little bit darker so we don't see him too well, and that he's got nothing in there. Actually, what we might do, a sci-fi fighter, yeah. And we've pretty much done this all in one night. Look, I have used a lot of my Kitbashing set, but let's go back into what we did last week. Oh, what's that? We'll go into what we did last week. H to hide, H to hide. Let's get rid of our character. Go away, Kevin. Let's get rid of the camera. Get rid of, oh my goodness, all these pieces. Hide. We're going to grab all these pieces. Have I grabbed everything? Nope. Control C. See if this works. Control V. H. Okay, let's go get rid of all these. We don't need these. Ugh. We don't need these bolts in here. And you delete there. This plate now we can. Oh, actually, no, this is what we can do. So we have that. This piece here can, yeah, let's remain that there. Let's go Shift S cursor selected, and we're going to go into a plane. Rotate X. Don't know why I did that. Control A, apply the location. And then what I'm going to do now is we're going to fill in that gap. Let's put edge loop, Control L, V, delete vertices. Throw a mirror modifier on that just because then we only have to do this once. Mirror. Let's go here-ish. G to the X. Push that up. Scale. Ah, you jerkosaurus. Let's go into there. GX. GZ. E. Sure, what else? We're almost there. E to extrude Z. I get stuffed. E, Z, scale Z 0. Like so. Bring that in like so. And so now we've created our backplate. We can, if we want to, G, Y, scale X 0. Oh, come on, stop being a tool bag. E to extrude along the X-axis. Alt H. Oops, got a little bit of in there. Scale X, bring that in. Let's go ahead now, grab that piece there. We'll do a dream on that. And then we will give that the grey color. Pew pew, is that iClone guy? Sure is. So one thing, you have a lot of future market problems before this space fighters finish. Well, he's not. This ship probably won't be sold. Probably on Patreon. I'll give you guys on their hotspot. I like this. I like this. I like this. This all needs to be DreamUV'd up. Well, actually, you know what? It's not too bad, actually. I like it. I like that. This piece in here, we could probably do a little bit of work, but that's okay. This is fine. Definitely, we'll put in some decals along here, just kind of like of colors and such. I think there needs to be something through here. So, for instance, one of the things that we see a lot in Star Citizen is, if I go now, D project. I hate you. How do we curve that over? Period key. GG. On there. GG. On there. About there. And then we're going to grab that vertice. Shading. Cast, decal problem, material. Material needs to be the same as that one. So I'm just going to grab this color, base color. Yeah, I need the color. Now give me the base color. Ugh, laddie. Oh wait, no, that one's the wrong color. I need. Have I not done a decal on here? Oh, you donkey. Let's go D. I just need to put something on here for now. Oh. Ploppers. I remember this problem. There we go. There's my problem. So the problem why this material is not coming through is because I don't have a color in the base color. So if we go, I don't think I can do this from memory. I have to actually go a darker color. Yeah, there we go. Just line that up a little bit. And now when I put a decal on this, the decal color should match. Yes. Excellent. Nice. D, throw something on. Come on, you can do it. Perfect. And now that breaks up that, not monotony. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't want it. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I'm going to clean this up throughout the week, and then we'll work on a little bit more here and there and everywhere. Might do a few renders with this, but I'll probably end up using this in the Clint project, and we'll go from there. But 2 hours? I think we're almost at 2 hours. I don't think so, actually. I think I'm full of lies. 9:45. Oh, geez, yeah, 2 hours. So I'm going to jump into my Discord for about 5-10 minutes. Let's go right click. Oops, disable. Right click, invite people, copy. So if you want, come say hi. I'll be in there for a little bit. I don't know what videos are coming up.